Hey there folks, we got a 2v2 today on Judgment of Carrion. Not a map that you see very often at all. In fact, I think this is an Elite Mod map, right? I don't think the 2v2 version is in retail, now that I can remember. But you know what, I'm not even sure, because there is a 3v3 version, but I don't think there was ever a 2v2. Anyway, we've got Skysilver over here as the Tech Marine, playing with Blood Rain as an FC, facing Mostafa as a Hive Tyrant, and the War Boss who's Cry. So a couple of Space Marines facing off against a couple of Xenos, who you don't normally see teaming up. It's going to be pretty hard on this map, I think, fighting Space Marines, because you've really got 3 lanes. Well, this is very laney, and this is very laney. It's a bit more open in the middle here. But the point is, against lines of bolters, it could be very tricky, because Space Marines don't bleed, but you do as Orcs and Tyranids. So holding ground could be hard, but at the same time, the Xenos will have an advantage with all their melee in the early game. Right now, of course, 2v1 against Blood Rain. Both of the Space Marines here are only opting for 1 scout, 1 attack so far, dropping triple gens. Oh, this is another one of those weird 2v2 maps like Golgotha Depths, where you only have 1 natural gen farm, and so there's a lot of fighting over power on these laney sideline areas. They're very important, actually, because you've got contested VPs at them, and you've got your secondary power. So yeah, the Xenos, they have kind of split up here. Double homers for Mostafa, one of them capping up, both of them capping up even. Wow, yeah, it was just the Termers and the Hive Tyrant that pushed forward, because of course, you only have 1 ranged unit here that attacks, they're not going to be able to last too long. Or melee with a Hive Tyrant. So yeah, good pressure from the Xenos, but as expected, they need to pull back now, and they're going to lose models in doing so. So the Hive Tyrant had to retreat. They didn't really commit a lot of the rest of the melee. Some relatively fast shotguns here from Skysilver. Doesn't need to waste the shotgun blast, which is wise, because he's kept that now for when the sluggers engage. And with the Tech Marine nearby, and the DPS that shotguns do at close range, these guys aren't going to achieve much. They'll probably just finish the bash and retreat. Stalling a bit with these shooters. Only loses 1 model, and then you want to retreat. Oh, he's staying in. No, I was going to say, shouldn't be staying in really. Trying to flank around with the scouts. They are caught in the crosshair. One of them will... Okay, one of them drops, but they do get around. So they will force off this situation here. Probably just want to run into melee. There you go. Raveners here probably want to get into cover. They're going to try and stop the cap with the burrow, but too slow. 50% extra capping speed is too much on these tacks. And we've got looters into a painboy here for Cry. What a weird build. Wow, looters managed to punch down another scout. That's really quite incredible. It was a bit odd that the Raveners went in alone there. But we had a flank from Homers and Termers. It doesn't look like they got on any of the gens though, so that's pretty great for the Space Marines. Good for such a light tier 1, dropping triple gens right at the start. They're now securing this location. We might see some turrets go down. Being the War Boss, he doesn't really have a good counter to that. If he was the Commando Knob, he'd be able to use Eyed the Boys with some burner sluggers and get around the back of it. The Mech Boy, he could teleport behind it, or he could in tier 2 just do a speed death gun on the mech, so then you don't have to commit it on the looter. But yeah, double devs, that's going to be pretty awkward down a lane like this. Trying to push through with the sluggers and the War Boss. I don't know how successful he's going to be. That was a nice stomp, knocking the Tactical Space Marines back into the sluggers. Can he get another model? The War Boss actually got through to the other squad of Devastators. Wow, big fuck up there from Skysilver. Why did he not focus the War Boss? Big error. Big shooters now in play as well. But a very nice last minute shotgun blast is going to dispatch that War Boss and get rid of him. It looks like he could have a bit of a stalemate here. The problem is, Cry's trying to keep this shooter squad in play because this is still owned by Skysilver and he really needs to get rid of it. It's generating a lot of extra power for the red team right now. Double Hormagaunts leaping on top of the Devastators there. They're going to have to get out because there's no scouts. They've already been pushed off. Don't even have shotguns. And the double Hormagaunts there getting a lot of damage onto the air semi-retreat. Can they claim a model? No, not quite. Wow, but they are going to be in base healing for a long time. 240 HP with all models. Enjoy that healing, Blood Rain. Enjoy the healing. So at least the red team have the power down here under control. Of course, they've got the triple gens as well. Looks like Cry filled that in, which is logical, given he had a low requisition build. But he's going to lose his looters here. Oh, no, hang on. They've got the Painboy heal. Wow. So they're going to stay in play, but they're suppressed. And good positioning here from Skysilver on both of his Devastators to keep them split up. Sluggers are attempting to burn with the burners. Just trying to keep the looters in play a little longer with the... Wait, what is that? Oh, that's the hide the guns, or whatever it's called. The passive infiltration from the looters. So, yeah, fair enough. Wow, but that's a lot of damage coming out there. Painboy going for the steal, but he's not going to be able to get it. Yeah, these Devastators still facing forward. Homers have sneaked around the back, and it means that Blood Rain's going to be able to come and take this power here. But to be honest, it's only one power node. It's not that big of a deal. Losing their gen farm right now is definitely worse for the blue team. So really good play here from the Xenos, using their melee to their advantage. And just the general mobility that they have, because they're not relying on setup teams. You know, we've got 3 setup teams here for the blue team. So that's going to make them even more immobile than they already are as a Space Marine player. That was pretty nasty, losing a Ravener there to the pursuing ranged troops. Big blob from Blood Rain here. He could take the opportunity to push onto the gem farm, but it's risky with melee and retreat. These Hormagaunts are still marauding on the back lines. Looks like a really nice grenade there from Skysilver onto the Hormagaunts, killing 6 of them. Can we see some retreat kills? It's going to be hard to hit that nade. They're moving too fast right now. Yeah, these Homers are going to get out of there, but they did lose 6 models. The other Hormagaunts have put in some serious work. They've decapped the natural break back there. Some serious economic harassment. Check this out, we've got angry bits and a charge. Do we have a heal on the Painboy? No, but that is enough durability to get that Warboss in. Force off one of the devs, aiming, watch that, onto the other dev to get the Painboy in, and now the looters can take over. Hopefully suppress these Devastators. Let's see if they do. Lots of damage there. The damage of the looters is pretty RNG though. And can they get a barrage on attacks? They do, and that is a victory for Cry. He forces off Skysilver right now, so this is huge. He has in fact capped this generator, but it's very important for him that he has, because there are attack flamers from Blood Rain bashing the generator down on this side of the map. But Mostafa needs to get out and defend. But he's only got Termagants here. They're not going to do much defending. They're trying to do something to the ASM, but ASM are far too tanky. So he's kind of given up on this. I guess Mostafa's all over the place. Homer's still up at the natural. Some Homer's coming over here with the Hive Tyrant at the contested. So yeah, he is kind of all over the place. Artificer Arm on the FC, but going to focus him down with the 2 ranged units. So that's pretty good positioning.
Generator operational.
Gem Farm did get replaced over here. Let's just see who replaced that. Yeah, so that was Skysilver that replaced that. That's why he's down in rec compared to Blood Rain. A lot of requisition here. But P-Devs could be quite useful in tier 2. Good on the laney portions of the map, but good anywhere really. As the game goes on, because this is a map that only has contested VPs, you'll often find that it becomes a bit of a slog in the late game getting through the last few VPs since no one has a natural. You can often get them decapped and then they just sit decapped for ages, especially when units like P-Devs are shooting in. So it looks like the Hormagaunts went deep again for a bash, but they didn't get it this time. They're going to go running back to base with a lot less models than they ran to the enemy gen farm with. No grenade, unfortunately. It's really hard to hit the grenade though when against Homers, which are faster than your normal units. When they've been retreating for a long time, they get silly speed and it throws out the timings for grenades completely. So your muscle memory stops working. All the Emperor on scouts right there for the extra damage. We're already tier 2 from Mostafa. He's going for... Oh, he's going for this double Death Spitter thing again. So he's got 1 Death Spitter, he's got 1 default Venom Bruiser right now. Yeah, now that's some more serious range damage, isn't it? But Cry is putting the pressure on. Looter's setting up in the face of these Devastators, and we've got a bit of a bash going on. Tier 2 for Cry, of course. He's got his slugging knob already in play. Painboy is going to do the capping. I'm not sure what that was all about with the scouts right there. Going to see P-Devs, which makes sense. It's a good counter to the looter. Well, both the teams kind of losing their naturals right now. Ripper's spawned by Mostafa, probably aiming to go after the Devastator, but a bit of a misclick there, getting distracted with the scouts. But there you go, they type the Devastator, and that is going to be a mass retreat for the Space Marines with these 16 Hormagaunts moving in. Do we have any upgrades on the Hive Tyrant? We do. We've got the Psychic Scream. Just got that angry bits for the Robot Suits. Fully decap his power. Wow. That is kind of brutal for the blue team. Blood Rain only just going tier 2 now himself. And yeah, basically base locking Skysilver right now is Cry. Beautiful play. They've even dropped down a full farm here. So this was the one that was... Oh no. Does it change to Cry? I thought this was built by Skysilver, but it says Cry at the bottom. Yeah, I guess because he owns it, it probably changes it. Looters were infiltrated. Bang. P-Dev. Oh no, the P-Dev knocked them out of the grenade. Oh, that was silly. If he comboed them, that might have been a wipe. Or just sent the scouts down here to nade them when they blobbed up like that. Spots the grenade coming in there and gets his shooters out. An absolutely colossal amount of requisition for Cry. He will easily be able to replace all these gens once he notices. And he should. No, Mostafa's doing it. Cry. Place the gens, brother. You've got a crazy amount of wreck. And I mean, that's good. Certainly nice to have the wreck. Wow, look at the damage from the flamers on those Rippers. Holy shit. They annihilate those Rippers. Lots of free wreck and red there for the Space Marines. And the ASM actually killed the Gameboy in retreat there. Beautiful sync kill. They got to get out of there. They're getting hit by Death Spears. We've only got one Death Spear though. Mustafa's still wary of the presence of a vehicle, potentially. The Hive Tyrant is now left alone in there, but he has his Crushing Claws. Probably could have stayed a little longer and killed that attack there with the Flamer that he was hacking away at before getting out. But yeah, this is obviously a big blob of 2 players worth of Space Marines. But looking at the VPs, man, very favourable VP situation for the red team right now. Wow. Just about 400 VPs for them. We've got less than 115 for the blue team, ticking down real quick, but they're on it. They need to hurry up and get on the mid VP. I don't know what's taking so long for the blue team. They want this power back over on this side. Cry did replace these gens down here. They've even got a gen on this side. Wow. They're building gens all over the place, and I can see why Cry is doing that, because he's going tier 3 right now. He wants to start purchasing multiple Orc tier 3 units, and it's not a bad strategy in the team game, I have to be honest. Big war there. Well, not that big to be honest. There's only 3 squads, and the looters have already gone. Certainly enough to scare an ASM squad that doesn't have their sergeant. That's fine, back off to the rest of your guns, and then these sluggers will struggle. There goes a shotgun blast potentially. Nope. Seems to do nothing. Shotgun blast. What? He had the shotgun blast. Why did he not use it? I don't know, but there you go. Sluggers do get forced off. Not too much damage to them though. Well, Stern Guard actually. Putting the pressure on 5 models in the end. That's quite a lot. Stern Guard here trying to hold strong against all of the Hormers, and they do. Wow, they get out with 4 models in the end. That's very impressive. Ripper's really not been very effective right now, because they're not getting much support in these pushes. They're just feeding red to the Space Marines, which is probably not what you want to do, not to mention its speed as well. Tech Marine attempting to tank, going for the Signum armor. It'd be very handy to mark that Hive Tyrant and try and take him down, though you could counter it with the invulnerability when you get marked. I don't think this is going to buy him enough time to cap, but we'll see. ASM aren't hacking at him, so you never know. Nah, he's got to get out of there. Not enough time, it takes too long. Ravenor's going to get wiped. There you go, boom. Oh no, shit. I mostly missed it. Oh well. What can you do? So yeah, Capillary Tower's getting taken down all over the place. Space Marine units should be starting to level up. If we look at the rosters, the Space Marines have some nice, thick rosters. But Tactical Marines don't scale very well into flash gates. So we'll see how that fares. P-Devs though. Juicy hit if it landed on the shooters. Those Snaz guns, man, melting the Tactical Space Marines in spite of their heavy infantry armor. P-Devs doing a lot of swinging and missing right now. Bit of a shame for them. Come on, P-Devs. Is he attack grounding? He must be, right? Trying to get rid of the looter perhaps, but the looter moved. Why do we have a beamy looter? What's that all about? Oh wow, and Swampin there on the Slugger is going to get into melee nice and fast. Get rid of the P-Dev, even though there is a dev behind. Okay, now they're just going to soft retreat out. Yikes! A lot of damage on the scouts, taking out the Tech Marine as well. Good work there from the sluggers. But the P-Dev's still in play. Down here, we've got a lot of pressure once again from the Space Marine. Why is he... Okay, now he's got double Death Spears. Right? Yeah. But the FC is really tanky, man. Really tanky, even just with his Artificer armor and level 3. Could consider getting the Bubble Shield, to be honest. He's doing a good job just running around tanking. The downside, I suppose, for the blue team right now, well, there's two problems. Firstly, they're falling behind in tech. They need to replace these gens. They keep losing all their gens. And more importantly, perhaps, is the VP. Mostafa says Fex in 3 minutes. Where does he calculate that from? Not sure. I think it's going to be more than 3 minutes. Probably... How long's the time to build the tech upgrade? Isn't that 90 seconds? So that's another 45 seconds. And then I appreciate that you've got 245 rep per minute, but that's not counting for bleed. When you count for bleed, that's probably going to be more than 2 minutes. So you got 45 seconds, add 2 minutes, add a bit more. I suppose it is like at most 4 minutes. No, because that doesn't account for the Carnifex build time. So it really is 4 to 5 minutes, not 3 minutes. But whatever. Double blasters are in play right now, and that is going to be very effective at taking out these setup teams. Yeah. Extra damage against heavy infantry thanks to the psychic damage type. Really? Can they get another hit off? Oh my god, are you serious? They're going to get out with 2 HP? Wow. That is quite something. Lucky devs. But honestly, the devs aren't going to do that much at this point. Surprised to not see a vehicle, but then again, they've been kind of power starved, haven't they? But they've been investing in a lot of other things. You know, we got the Sacred Standard now instead on the FC. We've got the Signum armor. These are quite power-intensive war gear choices that they've gone for instead of a vehicle. We've seen no vehicles this entire game, actually, now that we think about it. And it's funny, vehicles are just so much less effective in 3v3. And there goes some more Rippers, actually proving quite useful here, shutting down that Devastator squad. But you see the Death Spears rip the Devastator to pieces, but they're not very good against the hero armor of the FC. I mean, they're okay. But I'd have gone for Bubble Shield on the FC. It looks like the FC's proven to be quite a problematic little bugger right now. And the ASM are also very problematic, yeah. Pushing deep here is Blood Rain. He's got to re-divert his forces to deal with this Hive Tyrant, not let him get on the cap. We've got to hold these VPs. He's got a P-Dev, yeah, so that should be able to stop him. I can't actually remember, has the change gone through yet? Yeah, it has, so the P-Dev will not knock over the Hive Tyrant, so it won't even stop the Hive Tyrant capping anymore. Damn, that's not good. That makes the Hive Tyrant so strong in team games, to be honest. The fact that he has this 9 seconds of invulnerability while he can decap the point, you can't even knock him off it. Bloody hell. Yeah, that's great. Tarantula Sentry comes. Where was that? There. Oh wow, and we've got a big flank from the Orcs. My god, look at the burst damage coming out of the flash kits there on the P-Devs. See you later, P-Devs. Hard boys dropped on the sluggers, more damage resistance, but these Gits need to open their fire against the Devastators. We've got a flanking War Boss. The Gits are too busy trying to melee the Scouts. They actually wipe the Scouts, fair enough, okay. But where's the Nids? They need to support their allies here. Yeah, Cry kind of caught out on his own there. Is he fighting too? He's got to be, yeah, he's fighting too. They're all over the place. It wasn't a full army of Blood Rain, but it was enough. P-Devs overshooting again, tied up by Rippers now. Death Spitters absolutely melting these Devastators. That's a nice grenade. Good splash damage. Cracking rounds plus Sacred Standard will be quite effective here. This is bloody, man. Finally we got the Fex en route. Let's see what he's going to go for. Probably wants to form back, I would say. Blue team's still really quite power starved. It's funny because they do have the full gen farm. Blood Rain this time, rebuying most of that. I have to say, the red team have been doing a good job hitting the flanks here, but they've not really been playing together that much, it seems. Man, look at the gits. They just shut down the devs so fast. Skysilver wanting to replace his P-devs. And a librarian for Blood Rain. I find this a very odd choice. I really feel like they need to save up and get some vehicles. Especially... well, no, either of them. They both could be getting some dreadnoughts out, I think. These P-devs need to be very careful. They get to hit the retreating unit instead of the one that's just right in front of them. So the boy's just charging head first into the turret to tank. Gits take it out. Wow, I did not realise the flash gits do that much damage to turrets. Holy shit. Blaster gits right now are absolutely ripping these marines apart. Oh my god, look at the damage onto those tanks. Wow, and they shall know no fear, proving to be completely negated there by the sheer damage of those psychic blaster gits. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Level 3 gits, level 2 gits, some grots spawned by Cry. Cry loves to play off meta. What the hell is going on here? Oh, he lost his Carnifex. Shit. I missed that. Watching flash gits wreck things. But there was a las cannon here. There was also... nice, yeah. Well, he lost 5 models on his Venom Brood, so that would be... actually, you would have lost 50% of the HP on your Carnifex. You lose 10% per model lost. So... he lost a whole squad of Venom Brood and 2 more models. That's his Carnifex losing half its HP. Then it got hit by a Melter Bomb and a las cannon. I guess we can figure out the rest ourselves, right? But hey, it's not all wins for the blue team. Blood Rain's FC going down right there. Hype Torrent catching the P-devs afterwards. Flash gets proving to be quite powerful in these matchups. Wow. Just meleeing away right now. Headbutting and punching. There you go. My god. Are these guys firing on the move? I didn't even know that they could fire on the move. Gits, turn around and kill these devs. What are they doing? Shoot the Devastators. There is a librarian here right now, and oh my god, one more hit and he would have died, but he got the final kill on the Hive Tyrant. Instantly repurchased by Mostafa. I did not realize how many resources, in terms of requisition, Mostafa is on. I don't know why all these units are running around with no models. I get there's only 24 VPs left for the blue team, but the red team's got a bit of time. They probably should be getting back. Yeah, Slugger's running around dilapidated. They gotta get back and heal, and the Tyranno formation, I'm not sure really what it did there. What are the Grots doing? That's another question. I'm not really sure. Were they literally just purchased a cap or what? Strange. God, they are tiny. Yeah. I'm not sure about Soft AV, Mostafa. He had a P-Dev, a las cannon, melter bombs, and a Power Fist FC. Soft AV! Soft AV! But yeah, if you lose 50% of your Carnifex's health due to Synapse, that's gonna suck. Just, I mean... if you get hit by a melter bomb and you only have 50% of your HP as well, it probably only takes 2 or 3 las cannon shots to kill you. And then there was a Power Fist running around too. Yeah, that's going to be bad. You get hit by the las cannon and the melter bomb, you're then immobilized, and then the P-Dev can hit you quite reliably because you're stood still. So it looks like the FC will just be able to control again. I really feel like the Iron Halo would just do better here. I'm not sure that the Sacred Sand has really done it. Wow, look at the rocks on retreat. They're beautifully timed. Oh... actually just off. I thought it was good timing as well. Just off from wiping that squad of attacks. Level 3 attacks or a plasma gun. They can do something to the heavy infantry armor at the flash kits, but probably not that much. I don't know how much these devs are going to do, honestly. Reinforcing all these devs probably has not been worth it. I don't know why they keep spamming devs. Should be getting Vanguard. They must have had the power. They've had this power farm up for a long time at this point. They can't be that low on power. Too much power spent reinforcing Devastator models. Repurchasing Devastator models. That was nice timing there. Remember, you get the 90% damage resistance when you're mid-jump. So they kind of ate the flash gate shots there while they're mid-jump, which is just a waste of them. Beautiful. Bang, bang. Well then. Did they just wipe the sluggers? Yeah, it looks like it. This is chaotic. The VPs are getting so low. My god, they just got melted. Hey, the gates have been amazing, man. Level 4 gates. What the hell? What the fuck is this burst damage? Instantly, more than half of the HP of the Stern Guard gone. Right, let's pipe their model. Go. Go! There you go. They didn't actually hit the lead model, but there you go. They got rid of him now. What is the orbital bombardment doing? It is hitting their ace. It's killing more Space Marines than it killed Orcs. Fuck. The Space Marines have run out of juice right now. There you go. They're done.
Rearmament are underway.
Yeah. That was a nice pick-up there. Don't think that's gonna wipe anything. Don't think it really matters. What is this guy doing? He's just chilling right there. He's hiding behind the pipe. But I've got to ask the question, why, sir, are you here? Are you here for the moral support? Is he like the personal pet of the war boss? Is he like the court jester? I'm a bit confused. Yeah, they can't get out of the mid VP, so it's game. Man, what a game. That was kind of all over the place. It got very chaotic all of a sudden. And I feel like I stopped commentating. I didn't know what to say. There's too much going on. People ask me, why do you not do 3v3s? Well, the thing is, that happens, and then when I stop commentating on... So the tactic to get around that is you just focus on one lane, which is what I was doing earlier, when with the Carnifex died. So then people start complaining, you missed the Carnifex dying! And it's like, yeah, I know, guys. I can only focus on one thing, unless you want like surface level commentary where it's just like what I'm seeing. But that's not... I don't find that entertaining. But there you go, so that's why I don't cast 3v3s, and that was a bit of chaos, so I hope you enjoyed that one. I love seeing the Xenos fighting the Marines, and I'm really happy that the Xenos managed to win, because I think that's tough for them. Certainly a lot easier to pilot the Marines on a map like this. That is all from your boy Torpid. I am signing out.